people.
Irene, but what's between our ears?
My face.
Two Roman soldiers. Hello! Hello! This is a new language I've invented.
Hello.
Look! It's a palm tree. That's everything we wanted to say. Bye! No, I'm kidding. So, Irene, where are we?
We are in Split.
So, we made it to Croatia. Yesterday we had a very long train ride.
We arrived last night.
Yeah, it was a bit exhausting. That's why we didn't record anything.
Yeah, we woke up this morning, we watched Game of Thrones.
Finally.
And now we're just gonna walk around and pretend like we are in Game of Thrones because this whole
Looks like Game of Thrones.
Cersei is gonna just scream at you from a window.
So now we're gonna do a tour around the city and we will show you around later on. Yeah. So this is, what do I keep on calling it?
You call it the Diocletian
Castle, because I keep combining palace and castle. So let's enter this. Sneaking up on Romans. Should we scare them? No. So the castle, as I call it, has four main doors. This is the silver door. This is the only door that was still used during medieval times. And if we go here on the right, we will reach the Roman baths. This is actually the cathedral from the back. It was meant to be a mausoleum first, and then behind the mausoleum they had the baths. And it turns out they had a whole party going on here. They had, what did they have? They had a
They had a gym, they had a sauna, they had like cold and hot water and
hot air, cold air,
normal temperature.
massages, massage rooms.
They had a full-on spa going on.
Yeah. Ah, manicure and pedicure. They went to the mausoleum and they would be like, oh, we want to be buried here. Oh, let's relax. This thought was very stressful, and then they went to the spa. Yeah. And also women were allowed in these baths because it was the late Empire times. So back then women were allowed everywhere. Everywhere! Woohoo! Are you lost in thought? What are you thinking about?
This is recycling at its finest. So, you know, you buy something in a flea market or something and you turn it into something else. They did that, but they just stole it.
Why did they start using stone? Because everything was burning down because of the structure of the kitchens. So basically, they had where you're standing, they put the workshops and the shops. Then first floor, the owners of the houses were living. Then second floor was the kitchen with the fire, so if something burned, it went only up. And the last floor was for the servants. So if they burned, it didn't matter. And now if people find some stones, they just leave them here and then the museums will take them. Recycling. So Roman of you. So super Roman. This is very Game of Thrones. Shame. 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 So, as you may or may not know, we live in Munich. So we are quite familiar with a symbol that is usually related to Germany in a bad way, but it's actually a Roman symbol. So 1 second, I will show you. It is everywhere here represented. Fun fact, actually this braid is very traditional here in Croatia and can be found in combination with the Roman symbol. It actually symbolizes peace. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? So this is the southern part of the palace. You need to bear with us 1 second and have some imagination. This part over here was called
The vomitorium.
because people were exaggerating it with the food that they ate here in the dining area, and they had to come vomit here.
Look how Roman she looks. Wow, the Romanism in you is impressive.
So this part is actually called the vestibulum, and people... Hi, we're back. Actually, this vestibulum was the entrance for the emperor to the castle, but it was also the exit to the main square where the cathedral and the mausoleum was, so he could talk to the people. He didn't just, she's like, stop talking. And actually, there were people actually living here up until a few years ago, a bit 100 years ago, but you can see it. I will show you in a minute, you fucking creep. So it looks actually quite new, but you can see that they use that as fireplaces. So that's pretty cool. Irene, be my emperor. Talk to the people. Yeah, but from the balcony. Look, they put some microphones for you.
Which one should I choose?
The middle one.
Ave.
Ave. Fun fact about this Sphinx, it has human hands and it's 3,500 years old, like this column. As old as you. It's not as old as me because I'm only 29, not 3,500 years old, like you pretend to be all the time.
She's a million years older than me. What are you talking about?
Let's go to the other gates, to the fun gates, where they kill people. Yay! So this is actually called the Iron Gate, and it's a double gate. We are currently in between the two gates. So that's one gate, and this is the other gate. So they would go up there, and if enemies end past that door and we're here, then they would throw from their boiling water. Yes. People would get baptized right here, and now they've turned it into a wishing well. Why the long faces? Today I'm feeling generous, and I want to give you another fun fact about Split that I've learned. The city was actually sold to Venice. So it has a lot of Venetian, I don't know how to speak, Venetian influences. And you can tell by the architecture. And my favorite metaphor of the day, they said that Split is like a lasagna because it has a lot of layers. I love it. There you have the parts of the palace. Well, there you have the sea, and then suddenly you have this Venetian, I said it right, tower, and this building that was built after it was sold to protect the city. And it's so pretty.
This is the Golden Gate.
The Golden Gate. Yay!
The fancy gate.
The fancy gate.
Gate for the emperor.
The gate for the... I'm just gonna repeat everything you're saying.
The gate for the fancy people.
Irene, but what's between our ears?
My face.
Two Roman soldiers.
Ah, you are mine.
Why are they there?
They're guarding the gate because they're guards. So this was the door for the fancy people, and it used to be taller because the rest is here underneath the floor. And it used to be decorated with gold.
Well, up to the ceiling.
Up to the ceiling.
What's in the ceiling?
In the ceiling, on the other side, well, on the inside, you can sort of see that there is
A church!
a tiny, 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 tiny church
A church in a door.
where only 6 people at a time fit in.
Irene, where are we?
We are, believe it or not, on a pirate ship.
Yes, we are. And Irene is incognito because she doesn't want the pirates to recognize her.
No, I'm a direct descendant of Grace O'Malley. So
I'm actually the only person on a pirate ship drinking rum and coke. Or at least rum. Everybody else, like here, healthy pants, drinking juice. Careful, there are sharks! Are you the queen of the world? Look at the rainbow, Irene.
we hope you liked the video. We forgot to finish it.
So you will find out where we are in one of the next videos.
Yes,
So stay tuned.
we are not in Croatia, but we hope you liked Croatia. And see you in
Belgrade.
Belgrade, Serbia.
Bye.